The ribbon was cut this morning for a new job training facility that promises to improve employment opportunities and the quality of life in East Alabama.
A solemn service was held this weekend to honor fallen soldiers from 2 countries, and a local caregiver faces charges of fraud and theft.
A major shift to the weather ahead for East Alabama later on in the week, and we'll have the complete coverage of youth football championships in Calhoun County in sports. All of that as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The Create Technology and Innovation Center in Oxford was officially dedicated this morning by local, state, and national officials. The center is already training 300 Oxford high school students and 120 adults, giving them state-of-the-art classes in a variety of technical fields. 3rd District Congressman Mike Rogers says it's a very impressive program that will make a big difference in the local economy and its workforce.
We all know that if you talk to a prospective company that's considering relocating, one of the first things they want to know, do you have a skilled workforce? And you talk to young people who are looking for jobs, and they're looking for good paying jobs, skilled jobs, and Create helps address that.
The center will also be providing classes for high school students from throughout 5 East Alabama counties, and it plans to expand its evening offerings for people already in the workforce who want to receive training for better jobs. Rogers says Create will provide even bigger benefits to the region as it expands.
But what I'm most impressed about is to see the level of cooperation and partnerships that have taken place here. To see the city of Oxford and the Oxford Schools Board working together with other local governments, the Economic Development Council. Now, Terry, y'all have been great about thinking about regional cooperation and development. That's the secret sauce to success.
Also at today's ceremony was Governor Kay Ivey, who said the center is a truly special addition to the area's technical training efforts.
Y'all, we're talking about construction, engineering, computer science, and robotics. Now look, I won't claim to be an expert in these fields, but I will tell you this. I understand that the careers in trades are high wage and high demand, encompassing fields that will keep our economy growing strong. In fact, Create won't just prepare people for jobs, but we build relationships that will keep our workforce right here at home in Alabama.
An important part of World War II history was remembered this weekend at the former site of a prisoner of war camp. We'll tell you all about it in just a minute.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Enemies who became allies were celebrated Sunday afternoon at the German-Italian Cemetery at McClellan. The annual POW Memorial Ceremony pays tribute to the 26 German and 3 Italian soldiers who were buried there during World War II. The ROTC Color Guard from Jack State took part in the ceremony, as did officers from both the German and the Italian armies. Lieutenant Colonel Eddie Walker, head of the Jack State ROTC program, said the event celebrates reconciliation as it honors the soldiers who were held as prisoners during the war.
Though these men once wore the uniforms of enemy soldiers, today we do not stand divided by the conflicts of the past, but instead we honor their sacrifice and reflect on how far we have come. Enemies then, allies now, bound together by shared values, mutual respect, and a commitment to peace.
The POW graveyard faced the threat of being abandoned when the Army closed Fort McClellan 25 years ago. A group of local residents worked to clean up the property and secure the Army's assistance for its future maintenance. Former Jacksonville resident Klaus Duncan, one of the leaders of that group, said yesterday that his group succeeded in bringing attention to the site and coordinating the annual memorial program. Lieutenant Colonel Siegfried Domabel of the German Army said the final resting place of these German and Italian soldiers is more than a cemetery.
It serves as a bridge between nations once divided, now united in friendship and shared values. The United States and Germany have transformed their relationship from one of conflict to one of partnership. This transformation stands as a testament to the power of reconciliation, mutual respect, and shared commitment to democracy and human dignity.
This year's ceremony marked the first time that the Italian Army had a representative take part in the program. Lieutenant Colonel Francesco Colucci said the cemetery is a monument to the sacrifices that were made by soldiers and their families during World War II.
And last but not least, I would like to address a special thought to all the American soldiers that lost their lives in the World War II. Their sacrifice was pivotal for the liberation, not only of Italy and Germany, but of all Western Europe. Their sacrifice allows us to be here, Germans, Italians, and Americans, as brothers in arms and defenders of peace. Long live Germany, long live Italy, long live United States of America.
An area woman hired as a caregiver now faces criminal charges of fraud and theft. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Etowah County Sheriff investigators have charged a caregiver with credit card fraud and theft. According to a news release, Brittany Otwell, 27, of Attala, was charged with fraudulent use of a credit or debit card, identity theft, and theft of property in the 4th degree. Otwell was employed by the victim to care for their grandson who has autism. Investigators say that over the course of her employment, the caregiver routinely assessed the family's home and personal belongings. They allege that during this time, the suspect obtained credit card information belonging to a member of the household and used it to make unauthorized online purchases. Authorities were alerted to the crime after the victim noticed irregularities in their financial statements and reported them. A thorough investigation, including the collection of digital evidence and financial records, led to the identification of the suspect. Otwell is currently free on a $9,000 property bond. Sheriff Jonathan Horton says the case serves as a reminder to the community to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to local law enforcement.
Through a partnership between the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency and the Talladega Super Speedway, trainees from Trooper Class 2024B spent last week at the race course taking 40 hours of training in emergency vehicle operation. Those lessons included pursuit driving, vehicle safety, and driving techniques relative to law enforcement.
Supporters of Heflin's Main Street program are invited to a Thanksgiving Breakfast Tuesday. The event is designed to give thanks to those who work to support the development of downtown businesses in Heflin. The breakfast begins at 7:30 Tuesday morning at the Heflin Recreation Center.
Well, Katie, today is another day. I think we're getting spoiled.
Oh man, it's beautiful today.
It really is. I think it's going to feel all that much colder when the cold air finally arrives.
Oh no. Well, John Holder is joining us now in the Camping World Weather Center to tell us what we can expect. John?
Mike and Katie, indeed some cold weather is headed back to East Alabama, but it will be a few days before it arrives. We'll tell you what to expect for the entire work week coming up next.
I'm Mary Beth from CARE's Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARE's DPC today.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Camping World of Anniston, America's recreational dealer.
And our Camping World Weather Cam is showing you a preview of what to expect across East Alabama later on this week. And that's the clouds moving in ahead of our next storm system. You're seeing Quintard Avenue in Anniston. The clouds rolling in today ahead of our next storm system. John Holder with you in the Camping World Weather Center on this Monday. 76 for the high today. 64 is our average. Way above normal again. Above normal for the average low this morning. We're typically at 40 degrees, 47 this morning across East Alabama. So again, temperatures way above normal, but that is about to change later on in the week. Weather on your street on a Monday night. Going to take you down on Highway 78 East in Oxford, and we're going to have some rain later on tonight, but this will be in the wee hours of the morning, really towards sunrise tomorrow. Going to be very warm tonight. We'll stay in the 60s most of the night, dropping down to 58 close to sunrise tomorrow. As we look at tomorrow, this is going to be a rainy day. That's something we haven't said in a long time, a rainy day, but that's what's in the forecast on Forney Avenue on the JSU campus in Jacksonville. 69 for the high tomorrow, and very high rain chances. Again, close to a 100% chance of rain coming up tomorrow, maybe even a rumble of thunder along the way tomorrow afternoon. Looking at the rest of the work week across East Alabama, here's the big story. Major temperature changes are coming to Quintard Avenue in Anniston and all across East Alabama. By the time we get into Thursday and Friday, high temperatures are only going to be in the 50s. As a matter of fact, it may be low 50s by Friday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, but a big change coming temperature-wise to East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. You'll see a 90% chance of rain tomorrow, still very warm. Then we've got kind of a transition day on Wednesday. Wednesday will be a day where the high temperature may not be in the middle of the afternoon. It may be earlier in the day. front coming through, a windy day, dropping the temperatures throughout the day. We'll drop down to 37 by Wednesday night. Look at these temperatures. High temperatures in the 50s on Thursday, 54 on Friday. That will be the coolest day. We may actually see some freezing temperatures coming to East Alabama as we head into Friday night and Saturday morning. That will be the cold morning. Looks like we're going to be very close to freezing in some locations. The average morning low 34 degrees. We're back in the 60s by Sunday and back in the 70s by Monday. That's the nature of November in Alabama. Temperatures kind of all over the place. Well, what's going to cause all of this rain that we've got coming? What's going to cause the cold temperatures? Well, we take a look at our forecast map, and for tomorrow, we've got a bona fide cold front. We've had some cool fronts, some dry fronts that have moved through in September and October. This is one of our classic November cold fronts. We've got showers and thunderstorms out ahead of this front. Again, we could see some severe weather possibly in South Alabama. Here, maybe a rumble of thunder. We could see an inch or more of rainfall during the day tomorrow and tomorrow night. And then behind the front, the coldest air coming so far this fall season headed to East Alabama by Thursday and Friday. I'll be back here tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. Coming up next in sports, we're going to talk about Youth Football Championship Saturday straight ahead. Hey, good Monday evening to you. John Holder in for Jordan Smith with EAN Sports. This past weekend brought the championship games of the Northeast Alabama Youth Football, and we were there to cover all the action for you. Let's tell you about some of the final scores that we had. We had two sets of games taking place both in Anniston at McClellan and also at Oxford. We will begin in Anniston. The sophomores, Piedmont beat Weaver 34-25. Anniston lost to Hoax Bluff 14-12. In the junior division, it was Welborn beating Ohatchee 20-19, and in the large school category in the junior division, it was an overtime game as Lincoln beat Jacksonville 20-14. In the senior division out at McClellan, we had a couple of more games there. First, it was Alexandria losing to Lincoln 7-0, and then White Plains a winner over Sachs 14-6. You're seeing action here from down at Lamar Field in Oxford, where we had the gold championships, the silver championships in Anniston, the gold championships in Oxford. The sophomores, here's the scores there. Small school division, Sachs beat White Plains 13-0. Oxford an overtime winner over Cherokee County 26-19. In the junior division, Oxford shut out Anniston 20-0. It was Sachs a winner over Weaver 25-12. And in the senior division at Lamar Field in Oxford, it was Ohatchee beating Weaver 16-12. And in the large school category in the gold championship at Oxford, it was Oxford beating Jacksonville by a score of 33-19. We had a chance to catch up with a number of the coaches down in Oxford in the gold division, beginning with Sachs sophomore coach Jose Rowland.
Performed well. We emphasized defense this week because the last time we played them it was a pretty tight game, so we stressed more on defense than we did offense because we just figured it would be a defensive game.
Coach Rowland also talked about the importance of winning the championship.
It's very impactful, the way the organization works, and I've had some kids now since they were 5. Very impactful, but thank you.
We also had a chance to catch up with Oxford junior and sophomore coach Jabbar Taylor.
I think we performed great. We cleaned up a lot of small mistakes. It was really about the small things today. Super proud of the guys. You could tell they wanted it. We just came in to play smash mouth.
And Coach Taylor describes the feeling of winning the championship.
Man, this has just been a blessing. We've had so many kids that gave their life to Christ. They didn't dedicate their life to Christ. These kids deserve it. I mean, a great group of kids, great group of parents. All over, man. They've just been working their butt out since July. We had a long way to go as far as, you know, just physicality and all this kind of stuff. So, and they wanted it. They wanted to be champions today. All the way in July, they wanted it. So, that was just one of the identities we had coming into the season.
The Sachs junior coach, we caught both of them at the same time. Those coaches, head coach Jonathan Davis and assistant coach Bobby White.
Oh man, I don't even know, man. It's just a lot of effort, hard work. We just put in the work all week, put in the work every day. You know, we come to practice, we just put in that work. We work real hard. This is what we came here for, you know.
Yep.
Just to come in here.
The whole season, we always preach progress, not perfection. Yep. And today, winning the championship game made us perfectionists. So it's always a process. Got to trust the process, keep grinding, keep going through the motions, keep getting where you need to go, and you'll find the results. And that's what happened today. So came out on top. Hey, good job to Weaver. Shout out to Weaver, man.
Yeah,
I played a hell of a ball game.
I'm very proud of Weaver too.
And one more time, let's take you through the scores and show you all the final scores again. The silver championship at McClellan and Anniston. In the sophomores, it was Weaver losing out to Piedmont 34-25. Hoax Bluff beat Anniston 14-12. In the juniors, it was Walter Welborn squeezing past Ohatchee 20-19. While in overtime, Lincoln beat Jacksonville 20-14, as we said, in overtime. In the seniors at Anniston, it was Lincoln shutting out Alexandria 7-0, and White Plains a winner over Sachs 14-6. The gold championship at Lamar Field at Oxford in the sophomore division, Sachs shut out White Plains 13-0. Another overtime game, Oxford beating Cherokee County 26-19. In the junior division, Oxford shut out Anniston 20-0. It was Sachs a winner over Weaver 25-12. And in the senior division in Oxford at Lamar Field in the gold championship, Ohatchee squeezing past Weaver 16-12, and it was Oxford beating Jacksonville 33-19. Lots of great youth football action all season long. All-stars still to come, but that was the championship games held this weekend on Saturday, both at McClellan and also at Lamar Field in Oxford. That's going to do it for your Monday sports. Right now, back to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you for watching us today. You'll find us here every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble.
That's right. Just go to the platform of your choice. Watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.